There are two types of
Okay.
stateside international, right? So for the stateside international unlimited text messaging, um, what particular country that is not available for those? For those that you mentioned for stateside international text, what country? Can you give me? I think the answer is.
So you only have one chance to ask question, one chance to answer.
So
To
to
rebut.
answer that question, the cases that is not available is to
All right, guys. I told you to practice overlapping words.
that's it. We cannot hear you. It's not available to Cuba, Saint Helena, or Wallace and Padula.
Are you satisfied with that answer?
Yes, I'm satisfied.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. So we're done with the first one, which is Mark. Who's the next presenter? So individually, you're going to present one feature or one item on that. All right. Next. All right, guys. Group one. It's still your turn. Remember, we're just in stateside international.
Mark already told you about the two different kinds of stateside and the international feature. So yeah, basically, stateside international feature is you can use it inside US to call outside the countries, outside US. Yeah. And you cannot use it when you are outside US and you are going to call US. So yeah, that's it.
Ayan. So there's something wrong in what he said. So I want you to ask question in what is that?
If I'm right, Anne, if I'm right, you mentioned earlier that you cannot call outside from the West.
Using
You should stay inside. Can you kindly tell me why?
but yeah, according to
According to C2.
actually you can use stateside when you are in Canada and Mexico, but it's going to be legal use.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. But you can still call. Remember, if you don't have stateside international, it's gonna be pay per use. So it's gonna be the regular $3 per minute. Okay, so that's a good correction, and that's a great question on your side. So yes, but good clarification. Thank you, Al.
So if you have a plan for, let's say, just a max, you have it's included in the plan, right?
Yes,
Daylight.
it's
So
already
if you're inside in the US, you can use that calling outside. And if you're outside US and then you're calling to outside US and then you're calling to US, then that's the time that you're gonna be charged pay per use, correct? Yes.
Yes. That's right. So the right term to use if you're outside the United States and you want to call from I mean from outside US to United States.
It's gonna be a regular price.
Yeah, and that's
Which
it.
is
Okay.
$3 per minute.
All right.
However, if you do have this plan, this add-on feature, it will cost you only 30 cents per minute if you will be calling other countries while you are inside the US.
All right, awesome. So, but we already have. Thank you so much, Tin. Awesome. So you had your chance to ask questions. So who's the next one? So we got Mark and Al, right? So we still have four, five more remaining. So who's next?
Yeah,
Okay, Reg.
yeah, adding stateside international to your plan would cost you $50 per month. 15. 1
One five, yes. 15. Okay. What else?
Aside from those charges when you call outside, the $30, 30 cents
per minute.
per minute.
Okay, that has been said, but yeah, the one, so the new one is the amount, $15. Uh,
Earlier, we were looking for it on C2, but we couldn't find it.
okay, so stateside international costs $15. Okay, your time to ask question.
Is there any kind of promotional or offer that autopay is not applicable on stateside internet because it's just a feature.
Agree?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now another question. Okay, so that's it. Yes. Next here. Next. So we're good.
So for this
Okay,
international,
Tin.
stateside international feature, these features are eligible to you as in Puerto Rico customers, available for postpaid, business and government account as well.
Okay.
And then it says here that there are three versions of this. First
Mm.
version will be for North American version. It means that these are for the customers residing in North America. And then this is only for use with postpaid voice plans, which includes mobile without borders or talking plans.
Okay.
And
Uh huh.
for standard version, for use also with both with postpaid voice plans that do not include mobile without borders as well.
All right.
And then the last one will be the wearable version. So it can be used or it can be added as well to wearables, wearable
Okay.
plans.
Okay. Thank you, Tin. Okay. So do you have question? Do you understand what she's trying to say? What she's talking about? The what? Eligibility. Okay. So do you have any question with that?
Is actually businesses or what in government has actually a discount or any promotion because they are actually under
The answer.
the
That's fine. That's sure.
Well, for business and government, we don't normally handle that because what we handle is individual and consumer accounts. So if they have questions about promotions for government and business accounts, we need to transfer it to a different department.
All right. Do you agree with that?
Yep.
I agree. I agree with that. All right.
transfer.
Did that answer your question? That okay. Perfect. So who's next?
So, if the customer wants to know how much
All right.
per minute per country, they can check e-mobile.com.
All right. t-mobile.com. Okay. But specifically, which?
International call. International roaming.
Okay.
Coverage is
All
international.
right. So the link, you're talking about the link and about the minutes. Okay, guys, you heard that? Have any question with it?
I just want to ask some question about
Should be related to his to what he's trying to say.
um, well,
But do you understand what did he say?
that would be how much.
Yes.
You wanted to know the
All right.
You can check or you can
And you can check it on which website?
per
Link.
minute or per charge for the country you want to call or to send a message.
Okay. Do you have question? But I have question. But what specific link and what kind of website was that? Because you said just tmobile.com. It's not gonna direct the customer into that specific link or specific website. So
Slash coverage.
it's in there actually under that C2 document. And what was it?
Okay, so e-mobile.com slash coverage slash international call.
So slash coverage slash international. Okay. Thank you, Bry. Next.
Okay,
Mami
so
Carmen,
this
okay.
regards to plan changes or feature changes. If you're going to move customers between plan groups, such as Magenta to Magenta Max,
Mm.
they have this feature. These features may systematically drop and trigger unexpected charges if
Mm.
not re-added during the plan change process.
All right. Were you able to follow that, guys? If not, you can. I mean, elaborate. You can tell them to elaborate further. Maybe you can elaborate further so they can understand.
Okay, for example, the customer has a plan and this includes the added feature of stateside international. Then they decided to change the plan. So if let's say for example this was not added, this feature during the plan change process, and it could trigger charges on the customer's account, especially if they did not know that this feature was not added to the new plan.
Gets na.
Ah,
Gets na po ba? Parang hindi pa.
so it means that
Okay.
we need to ensure that the effective date of the new compatible SOC is the same as the expiration of the.
Okay, okay, I got it. Now I got it. So if it can be future dated on the exact date.
Kasi,
So if you have questions, na-confused ba kayo?
can I add
But
something?
were you able to understand? Okay, Sep, please add.
So remember that there are plans that has stateside feature already, like Magenta, Magenta Max. So say for example, I'm from Magenta and I'd like to upgrade my plan to Magenta Max. So in between the process, if this stateside feature is not re-added manually, I could get charged if I use the states, if I'm going to call a country outside the US while in the process of changing my plan or upgrading my plan.
All right, that's the simplest way to explain that. But were you able to capture the part of being in a existing Magenta to Magenta Max? So if Magenta Max it does include stateside international, and then in between that they switch the plan, then they will lose that stateside international and they have to add it. So you follow? There will be extra charges for that. Okay. Followed. But any other questions related to that? Nahirapan ba kayo? Mahirap ba yung... so, yeah, but we're good. But you were able to follow what they're trying to say. Mommy Carmen and Steph was able to simplify that, right? So, you're good. Said? Good? Okay. So, thank you, Steph and Carmen. All right, sure.
So
Thank.
meaning to say that, for example, that customer is have one kind of scenario. So possibility that we will actually give or her or him a heads up that there will be a proration that will happen in the next year or because there's a changes.
No, no, no.
What the proration.
Okay, plan-wise, of
Mhm.
course there will be because you have changed your plan from Magenta to Magenta
Yeah.
Max. Right? So there is indeed a proration to that. However, with regards to the state side feature, it will not cost you any like prorated charges. What they're trying to explain earlier is during the process of changing your plan from Magenta to Magenta Max. So what we need to do is to make sure that the Stateside International is still included in the next plan or the other plan that you are going to change. Just to make sure that there will be no extra charges that will be
All right, that's right. Because from Magenta, that's without stateside international, to Magenta Max, that includes stateside international. All
when we
right.
do plan change, it's in Atlas, right? Let's say we encounter a customer that wanted to change the plan. So if the customer calls in and wanted to change the plan from Magenta to Magenta Max, would it be real time?
Real time, yes.
Okay,
Real
because
time.
I'm thinking what if the customer will call outside the US and then
Yeah.
the plans will not already changed.
Let me clarify that
Mm.
because you might be confused on what they were talking about with the charges. Okay, so what they were really talking about actually was if the plan change is going to happen at a future date. that was part of it. Because they might call in between the change of the plan, and they might incur the normal rate or the discounted rate for the calling, right, per minute. So that's the charge that they were talking about, not really the proration or the plan itself, or the charge for the base plan, but for the discounted calling rate.
I agree, but yeah, that's for Dada's question. But I think with Jet, her question is if it's gonna be real time after adding that feature. Yes, yes, it is. It is real time. Thank you so much, Mark. And who else?
Ako po. So, remember that there are plans in T-Mobile that has already stateside. Okay, sige, ito. So, if a grandfathered customer, like for example, I am a customer, I've been with T-Mobile for a long time, and then I have the old plan that we don't offer anymore, so that's grandfathered. And I'd like to take advantage of the stateside university, so definitely they can do that. So they need to upgrade their plan.
Stateside University.
Stateside
No.
Stateside feature.
Teacher. Stateside International. Okay na. Ako na university. Okay. Sige. Go, share. Masip University. Alright.
Wala ba kaya naman si Mark?
Didn't react.
Continue.
Situation based kami.
So the idea there, if you're in a grandfather plan, you can no longer add this feature and take advantage of it. Unless, otherwise, you have to upgrade your plan and whichever plan that is eligible for you to have the stateside international calling, that's the time that you can only take advantage of.
So it's like reducing. Is it like here it is? Here, okay, you cannot jump directly to the plan which has a feature of stateside. Correct. Not really.
Mana,
Let's say
your question.
Essential plan.
Essential is that grandfather.
I mean the basic one. The basic one.
Simple starter.
Simple starter.
So I cannot go directly, or I cannot have that plan if I won't upgrade my plan, right? The feature.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
feature.
Feature. Gets mo?
Do you answer? Yeah, okay. I got the question, but I can answer that, but I'll leave it to.
So
the
basically,
presenter.
you cannot add the feature if you're on a simple starter or grandfather plan. So before you can add this feature, of course, you have to upgrade to whichever plan that is eligible for the said feature, which is a stateside international. Otherwise, if you're going to call someone else outside the US, you will be charged on a regular rate.
That's right.
Example.
Example,
That's right.
ring you,
So,
ring.
Example. Let's say example na
So say for example, you're in a simple starter, and then you are from the US, you're calling to the Philippines. And since you don't have this feature, you will be charged on a regular rate.
I mean, to upgrade your plan. What plan can you set up?
Like essential, wala siyang kasamang stateside.
Yes.
Even the unlimited text and the talk and text, wala rin siyang kasamang
Tapos ano
stateside.
i-upgrade? One.
Plan.
Kasi
Plan itself.
Because the feature, this stateside international is actually an add-on feature that we can, as what we said, add on. So we can add it into whatever plan we have, as long as that particular plan can be added with this particular feature. Not the basic one, which is which cannot have this particular feature. So it only means that you have to go to another plan, for example, essential. So you have to at least upgrade your plan from basic to essential for you to be able to have this as an add-on. Or if you also want, you can go ahead and upgrade it to a particular plan which already has this particular feature.
Which is magenta.
That's right. So that's actually migrating latest to the latest rate plan, which is what we offer: Magenta, Magenta Max, and other Magenta plans that we currently have. So migrating. So did it answer your question, Jet? You're good? Okay.
Any other questions?
I appreciate that. Thank you. You're good? Any other questions? You're good? Okay. So everyone was able to participate, right? Thank you. All right. That's awesome. Thank you guys. So this time it's your turn.